What we have done so far at BD and what are, overall the challenges. So given the investment and the focus on AI-enabled solution, we have adopted a proactive and strategic approach to implementing the European AI Act. And first of all, of course, we developed last year a global policy for the use of AI, which laid really the foundation for responsible AI practices across our organization. And also we are in the process of updating the relevant standards established in all the impacted functions from cybersecurity, HR, privacy, and in order to ensure that any AI-enabled solutions are reviewed by a dedicated cross-functional team. And also in the Privacy Office, we are updating our policies and procedure in order to make the entire written standards architecture up-to-date and consistent with the European AI Act requirement. And of course, this also includes the updating of the assessment tools. In terms of governance, we have established, and as Daniela said, the governance is really the starting point because it's important to define in the organization who does what and where are the accountabilities. So we have established, first of all, an AI board for strategic alignment and an AI portfolio committee, which is in charge of the operational assessment of the AI solutions. So the governance is in charge of course, enabling an effective cross-functional collaboration, seek for the appropriate resources and support, and also ensure clear accountability across the organization. Because actually one of the challenges we have encountered is really the fact that all the AI-related risks are, let me say, horizontal in nature. They really cut across multiple domains simultaneously. So, it's really important to involve all the necessary and various stakeholders. And just to give you, an example, so even in the law group, sometimes we have discussion about AI systems and AI risks, and it's inevitable to have people from privacy and cybersecurity, the privacy and cybersecurity team, the employment law team, the IP, the litigation team, and even ethics and compliance. And of course, the AI governance is in charge of defining the AI strategy, meaning identifying how and where BD intends to leverage AI-enabled solution, of course, with the input from the executive leadership team. And I think it comes as no surprise, given the importance of our interoperable devices, medical devices, the fact that our strategy comprises essentially two strands. So the internal AI adoption, as well as in all the other organizations, meaning the leveraging AI within our processes, our internal platforms, in order to enhance productivity, simplify workflows, streamline operation. But also we have another parallel strand, which is the R&D-driven AI innovation, exploring the use of AI in our products. Because, the goal is really to enhance the user experience in the hospitals, in the laboratories, in order to, by automating a range of simple, repetitive tasks, sometimes even administrative tasks. For example, delivering medications, monitoring infusions, tracking fluid inputs and outputs, managing patient temperature, and even, updating the electronic health records in real time. Because by employing AI, of course, to manage this task, we can free up clinicians' time. They can dedicate, to really caring taking care of their patients, but also promote a more consistent care in the different hospitals and laboratories, and also enhance patient safety. As I said before, in terms of challenges, really the implementation of the AI regulation oblige functions to work together collaboratively. And, it's necessary really to break down the traditional silos of responsibility. And, this may sound straightforward in theory, but, honestly, in practice is extremely difficult, especially given, the high workload of all the functions and all the players involved in the AI governance in an organization, because each function is already busy enough and sustain the burden of their own traditional compliance programs. So what we decided is really to, specifically in this early phase, we learned that it's better to over-communicate or over-involve stakeholders rather than under-communicate, because I think the worst-case scenario, the worst things which may happen in an organization is to have different functions implementing or developing or deploying different programs in isolation and not in a coordinated way. Of course, this is by no means the final setup. We expect our governance model continue to evolving, but of course the fact that we are navigating this challenge together allow us also to, first of all, educate each other, to really enlarge our vision and our approach to all the AI-related risks. And of course, the focus and the effort is also to develop a scalable approach, which is, must be efficient but also sustainable for what is in the end, a commercial organization, a commercial enterprise. And of course, adding to the complexity is the fact that, we are introducing the AI regulation in an already complex and intricate environment, and in the digital ecosystem where everything is really interconnected, and also the fact that the European AI Act program implementation doesn't exist in vacuum. So it has to interact with existing initiatives in privacy, in cybersecurity, in product security, in quality, and so here is important really to work cleverly on the harmonization of these different compliance frameworks in order to ensure consistency, a comprehensive approach, but also a simplified approach. And last but not the least, of course, while the focus today is on the European AI Act, we cannot ignore the emerging global patchwork of AI regulation. So I think what is going to happen is a similar scenario we experience in privacy, with different local privacy laws enforced locally and differently nuanced, so which from a multinational company standpoint needs to be harmonized.